jumping. It's jumping. More ways in the subject. Yeah, that shit jumping. Yeah, that shit jumping. Like, that shit jumping. I'm always in the something. Yeah, that shit jumping. Yeah, it's jumping. Like,
Back at you one more again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Be Real Entertainment presents Sports Fit, and I'm your host, Jay Maurice, with my co-host,
Slick Vic, Victor Garner. What up? What up?
Now, Vic ain't in studio today. I got him.
Style.
I got him. Yeah, via remote satellite, or what did you call it? What did you call it, Vic?
What call what?
Did you call it remote satellite, or what did you?
Satellite.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Remote
satellite. Both of them. Hashtag.
We trying to work the kinks out, but we gonna get it right. We gonna get it together. Hey, I appreciate you for pressing that play button and tapping in with us, because we coming to you from the Hall of Game, where we giving you 360 degrees of game. For those that don't understand, that's game all the way round.
Yes, sir.
Today,
like, share, comment, subscribe.
Please share and like. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. It's free. It's absolutely free. But okay, today's show, we talking about the play-in tournament. And
yes, sir. Let's get it started.
So we got the play-in tournament with, in the East, we got the Bulls versus the Hawks. Now in that matchup right there, I'm finding it. I'm gonna roll with with the Hawks. I ain't seen too much of the Bulls this year. Ain't too much to see. And they ain't really doing nothing. DeMar DeRozan, he ain't the same DeMar DeRozan that was with the Spurs. Although that's a different team, but
yeah.
So what you think about that? You going with the Hawks or the?
This matchup is kind of like kissing your cousin, man.
Yeah.
You might do it, but it don't really count. It ain't gonna matter.
Okay.
Because I don't think either of these teams. I don't know. I feel like whoever win this matchup is just going home anyway. Like they just playing an extra game after this. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bulls.
Okay.
I like how Kobe came out and balled out this year, kind of his coming out party, and
True that.
I just think they got more stuff to work with. They got Alex Caruso, as a good defender to put on Trey. They've got DeMar DeRozan as a bucket getter, and so I just think they just got more stuff.
Well, who they gonna put on DeJounte Murray?
Caruso. What do you mean?
Who?
Caruso. I think they better off just putting him on Trey Young.
Right. But then okay, now you got Caruso on Trey Young, but who gonna take DeJounte Murray? He can't guard both of them.
He had to get 44 shots to get 44 points. So we just gonna call him self-check. Just let him do what he's gonna do.
Nah, dude slick. He's slick with it though, man. I got to give it up to him. He's slick with it, and he come from Greg Popovich. Yeah. So he a Popovich product.
Yeah, but this was the post Tim Duncan Popovich. Like I don't know. When he seemed to be cool until he went to Atlanta. So I don't know what happened between here and there. He seemed like he was a super promising prospect.
He's still playing that way.
Is he a super promising prospect?
Man, he be having some games.
Yeah, so do everybody.
Nah, everybody don't.
Your boy Dinwiddie have a game every 2 months. But
come on, man.
I don't think it. Yeah, everybody have a game sometime.
That's your boy.
And that's what he do. He have a game sometime.
Nah, every night he fill up the stat sheet.
So so we call him a point guard. Like he ain't even top 15 in his position. Like he an average point guard as constituted in the league today. I mean, you might not want to hear it. You might feel like you disagree, but once you do the thought exercise, he ain't an average point guard. Yeah, he's a good point guard as far as his production, but when you put him on a scale of everybody in the league, he's average. He's mid-tier.
Okay.
He ain't Steph. He ain't De'Aaron Fox. You know, he ain't a Bradley Beal or Devin Booker who can do the combo thing just like because he does the combo thing.
Right.
So
that's what I was gonna say when
Booker and Beal do it better.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. When Trae Young is in there, he more so of a two guard, maybe a combo, but he more so of a two guard, a scoring guard.
Yeah,
You know, and he scores.
Go ahead.
And he scores.
Yeah, but he ain't. I mean, everybody scored 20 points a game.
No, they don't.
Nowadays.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
DeMar DeRozan, like, I'm trying to think of the point guards, and two guards in the league. You know, Vassell probably averages close to what he had. Well, no, I think Vassell's probably about 15 a game. But, yeah, like people would say Vassell's, would probably think Vassell's a promising point guard. I think your boy's better than him, but I don't ever see him, DeJounte Murray being a superstar in this NBA. I just don't.
Okay. All right, so you going with the Bulls. All right.
I'm going with the Bulls. You taking the Hawks?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Hawks. I'm gonna roll with Atlanta, ATL, for the win. One game. The loser of this bracket goes home. And the winner will play the loser of the 76ers and the Miami Heat.
And go home.
So, and the 76ers, Miami Heat, who you got?
I've got the. How does this bracket go? They go to the 7th seed, so
Yes, the
if they
seventh
get to
and
the
eighth.
7, and the 7 to 2 would be New York. Would they rather play New York or would they rather play the 8 seed? Who's the 8? Who's the 1? Boston?
Well, yeah, but we right now we talking about the 76ers and the Heat. Which one you got?
Well, but I think all that matters. I think if they would they rather play the Knicks or would they rather play Boston? And so I think they'd rather play Boston. So I think they win this game because I think it could be some
Who is they?
taken in these games.
Who is they?
Oh, Philly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Philly. Okay, I was. You hadn't said nobody. You just start talking about something else. I'm like, which one you got?
Because secretly Philly is still when Embiid got hurt, they were the number 2 team in the conference.
And they failed.
And I think that's really what they are. Really, they are the number 2 team in the conference. And I think everybody else in their way. I feel like you did that, like we did our episode last week. Everybody other than Boston getting popped, and Boston might get popped. But we gotta, I think that's the only real competition they're gonna have, especially with a gimpy Giannis.
Okay.
So I'm taking Philly, and I'll take them to win the game 1 against Miami because I think they're gonna just put New York on the jet and send them back send them back home, pack them for the year, man.
Okay, so I like Philly over Miami too, and the reason why I like Philly over Miami because they got outside shooting, they got inside play, they got Maxey, and when I say outside shooting, they got Kelly Oubre and Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield was a new addition, came via trade, so I like that. I like the 76ers.
Last year you were a big Jimmy Butler believer, man. What
Yeah.
changed, man? You changed your tune a little bit.
That ain't the same team. They traded a lot of people gone.
It's the same Jimmy, though. That's what they do every
It's
year.
the same Jimmy. It's the same Jimmy, but they going
They
against
got Tyler Hero, your boy Kyle Lowry,
yeah.
a little seasoning for him.
Well, Miami Heat, they do got Scary Terry.
They
Terry
got Tyler-
Rozier.
They got Tyler Hero back. He didn't even play last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I can't go against Philly and Embiid because I still think like Embiid, if he would have played the whole season, he could have been the MVP again.
Would have been the MVP again.
Yeah,
Would have been.
yeah.
He was leading the league in scoring, and he was dominating.
He was being dominant. He
Only
definitely
team that had
did.
a better record than them was Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Boston still had games on Philly, but Philly was the only people really contending for the number one seed. You know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah.
So that's
But
why
yeah, I'm taking Philly.
I'm gonna go with Philly as well. Now, the loser of this game will play the winner of the Chicago-Atlanta
Right.
game.
So I'm saying I said Chicago, Miami, and you're saying Atlanta, Miami, right?
I'm saying Atlanta and Miami, yeah, because Miami going. I'm picking Miami to lose against Philly, so they're gonna have to play the winner of the Chicago-Atlanta. And I'm taking Atlanta. And between Atlanta and Miami.
You're taking Atlanta to beat Miami.
No. Hold down.
Okay.
Now that's when I think Jimmy buckets will come into effect. You know what I'm saying? I think that Miami Heat will beat Atlanta in one game to move on to the next round. So I'm going with to come up out of the play-in on the East, Miami and the 76ers.
Yep, Philly is your 7th seed, Miami is your 8th seed.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Okay.
100%. Philly going 7th seed, and Miami claims the 8th seed after the loss to Philly. They bounced back and same with McCallum.
Okay, yeah, I can go with that one. But you're gonna have the Heat and the Bulls in that one, right? Because you took the Bulls, right? Slick.
No, yeah, I took the Bulls over
Atlanta.
The Bulls over Atlanta, but yeah, I got Miami sending them home.
Okay.
Yeah, Miami sending them home. I think it's gonna be light work. Jimmy gonna do what he do.
Okay.
And Alex Caruso is a really good defender in this league, but I think Jimmy's still gonna find a way to, if he can get it done against Drew Holiday, he can get it done against Alex Caruso.
Okay.
So I think too big, too strong, done data.
Okay. Now switching over to the West, it's the Kings and the Warriors. Loser goes home. Now I'm gonna tell you, I ain't really been too impressed with the Kings. They was one of my most disappointing team in the West this year.
They had the 6th seed up until Monk got hurt, and then they kind of just dropped like a rock.
Yeah, but Monk is just like, he a bench player. He a role player. That shouldn't have really stopped nothing.
Well, he's still their 6th man. He's their most important piece off the bench. And that matters. He's one of the front runners for 6th man of the year every year. So I think that matters. As far as that goes, he's off the bench, but he's like a main cog for those. He's not to compare him to Manu Ginobili, but he's their Ginobili. Because he's somebody who can get buckets off the bench, and when he get hot. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary for him to have 2 30-point games over a 7-game series.
Negative. He ain't getting no 30. He ain't getting no 30.
Against the Warriors last year?
He ain't getting no 30. He had plenty of 20s though. Yeah, but 20 and 30 is a difference. It's a big 10-point difference.
Yeah,
Feels me?
Hey, 20 is big time, especially off the bench.
Yeah. Well, but it's cool. But in this one, I got the Warriors taking this one. That should have been kind of obvious anyway. Everybody should have known, the Kings is finna go to sleep.
I mean, you go ahead.
I just was saying the Kings is finna go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, you pick the Warriors even when you think they're gonna lose, so that don't really mean that if you pick the Warriors. Because even if you don't think they're gonna win, you're gonna say they're gonna win.
Hey,
Just pray for the best.
hey man, that's my squad. I can't.
Yeah, they finished this. They closed the season out excellent. Like
Excellent. We hitting stride.
Yeah, they hit their stride at the perfect time, just like the Lakers did. Finished the season really strong.
But we ain't talking about the Lakers right now. We ain't talking about the Lakers right now. We ain't talking about the Lakers right now. we on the Kings and the Warriors. We get to the Lakers, just hold tight.
Yeah.
Slow down.
They one of some of the hottest teams in the league right now. They finished the season, even though they were in the play-ins, they still got some of the strongest second half records.
So who you got? The Kings or the Warriors?
I'm taking the Warriors, man.
What?
I like the fact that they're gonna be missing Monk, and the Warriors beat them last year, so it's a revenge series. But I don't think they're gonna get it this year. Maybe next year.
I can't believe you taking the Warriors.
Why would not? I just told you I thought Malik Monk was a big deal that he was gone.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm taking Golden State. I think I really want Steph to be in these playoffs because it just don't seem like the playoffs without Steph in them. I mean, you gotta.
True that.
I want to see him in the postseason, and if they're gonna lose, I want to see him, do what they can and put up the good fight.
Right. Plus Clay back and Clay been playing real well. His shot been real smooth.
Team still or now?
Huh?
You think he should be on the team again or what? Because for a while there, you were saying he shouldn't even be on the team.
No, he just wasn't playing up to his his capability, man. I don't know what the problem was, but he wasn't playing how Clay normally play. You feel me? So,
right.
I
feel you.
Clay been playing.
That's how LeBron felt about D'Angelo Russell when he wasn't playing right either.
Right.
Get his butt out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you going with the Warriors over the Kings? Okay.
Yeah.
So the winner of that game will have to play the loser of the Pelicans and the Lakers. Now I know who you got, but go ahead and tell the people who you got.
I like to think I'm unbiased at least a little bit. But I got the Lakers. They just dominated them in the last game of the season, which they could have. The Pelicans really had real stakes to play for because they could have
moved up.
They could have not been in the play-in altogether.
Right.
But they won.
Right.
And so they couldn't beat them in I ain't gonna say a must-win game, but with real stakes for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost that game.
Yeah.
And they'd have played who's the 3 seed? The Timberwolves. So they lost against they lost a chance to play the Timberwolves, and now they got to look at playing either OKC or Denver. So I know you don't like the Timberwolves. You probably rather play the Timberwolves over OKC and Denver. But they missed their chance.
No, for real. If the Warriors win and then we end up beating, like you say, if you say the Pelicans win, or if the Pelicans lose and we have to face the Pelicans to be the 8th seed, I feel like we'll beat the Pelicans and then that'll be a good matchup.
Don't you think you like your chances with OKC now, huh?
Yeah. With OKC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They ain't playoff tested. You know what I'm saying? They ain't playoff tested.
Oh man, I love it. But I like to see it though.
Yeah, me too. But that's what I'm saying. They ain't playoff tested, so I can rock with that. But we ain't gonna get ahead of ourselves. I'm gonna go with the Lakers, even though I know there's nothing about the Lakers that I really like. You know what I'm saying, except for their colors. Other than that, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
Oh man, okay. I didn't even think you. I thought you just picked the Pelicans just out of spite. You know, because you be real spiteful sometimes. Real spicy.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be rooting for the Pelicans, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Okay,
You know,
that's the reason I know.
Right. I'm gonna be.
Well, other than the Laker fan, I used to know.
Right.
Laker fan, I used to know.
But we all growing, we all evolve. You know, and I've outgrown the Lakers, and I've
the Lakers.
I've evolved.
There's a chance for you to come on back home here in a few years, man.
No, sir. When LeBron retired, then I think about
That's
coming
what
back.
I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
When LeBron and Steph retired.
Yeah. But LeBron got to leave, and Steph got to be not playing. So then I might think about it. But by that time, you know what I'm saying, I might be on, either Anthony Edwards or Shea Gildress at that time,
Oh, you can't just be hopping all around the globe now.
Man, listen.
Globetrotter now?
Listen, man. I don't have when my guys leave, like when Kobe left, I'm a free agent. It's like I'm looking for the the next best thing. You know what I mean? And that's what I rock with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't loyal to no teams. Teams ain't loyal to players. So why should I have to be loyal to a team? I don't do it like that. Plus, I ain't no fan. I just like players.
I hear you. I hear you. I try to stay down with a team, but you don't like some other teams, but I try to stick with I try to stick with my squad.
I feel you, and that's all right. My kids give me shit about it all the time, like because they've been raised up to be Laker fans. They still Laker fans, and they mad that I ain't with them.
Like, how you gonna switch sides?
I told them to come on, like, man, come on, like we ain't doing that no more. But they like, nah. I'm like, okay, all right. Stay on over there if you want.
Life that's ship is sinking, kids.
Come on.
They going down with the ship.
Right. Yep. But hey, but in the West, it didn't shake out how you thought it was gonna shake out. Because I told you that Minnesota was not gonna hold the top spot in the West, but you thought different. And Minnesota is number 3.
I think we both felt like the winner of that Minnesota Denver game was going to be the number 1 seed. I thought that was kind of our consensus.
No. You was not changing it up now. No, sir. You was rocking with many. Rocking with many. No matter what, you had all chips in.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, I was rooting for many to win, and I definitely thought they would win.
But you ain't want to listen to the OG. When the OG tried to tell you, man, you know what I mean? You just wasn't feeling me. But I tried to told you. But it's cool. Minnesota number 3. The Thunder's number 1. Denver number 2. Yeah. But you know who been playing well? The Mavericks.
Well, I got there and played the people last night or yesterday afternoon, but yeah, Mavericks been playing well. What do you think that means?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that they seem to be hitting their stride too. They've been, with them 2 additions, PJ Washington and what's that other guy name?
For the Mavericks?
Gafford, Daniel Gafford.
Gafford, there you go.
And PJ Washington. Those 2 additions, man, they made a difference to this team.
Yeah, definitely have. So I distinctly remember you saying that you thought it would have been a good NBA Finals. I think if the Clippers made it, and I feel like maybe you said Boston or something like that. Boston and Clippers would have been a good NBA Finals.
Nah.
Who was it? It was you said the Clippers and somebody else.
Nah, I ain't say the finals. Or for the Western Conference. For the Western Conference Finals.
Was doing great in January. This was like in January when it was like going on that run.
Man, we have to go back
They
and
look,
review the
they
tape.
look unbelievable.
We have to go back and review the tape. But
I mean, but everybody had their little stretch when they played well this year. So, like the Warriors, the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Clippers. So you think? So who do you think? Who do you got, man? They got the Clippers. Who you got? What you thinking about? You thinking Dallas playing well means they can get out the first round? Because that's a tough series to win.
Hey, that's a pick 'em. It's hard for me to pick that one because
Okay.
the Mavericks versus the Clippers. That's a pick 'em. I mean, I don't know about that one. That's the one.
Think about it after the play and see how you feel.
I'll probably have to see like 2 games. After 2 games of that series.
2 games, the series might be over.
Well, kind of. No, because I mean, the home team's supposed to win they 2 at the house.
Yeah, but what if the road team win the first 2?
That's gonna tell me. That's gonna tell me what I need to know. But yeah, that's a hard one right there, though. That's gonna be that game right there is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna tell you the series that's gonna be good, man. In the East, the Bucks and the Pacers, that's gonna be a good series.
Maybe.
The Bucks and the Pacers, I think that's gonna be a good game because I don't think Giannis gonna really play, and if he do, he gonna be not at 100%.
And that's why I say maybe because the Pacers might run them out the gym. So I don't know if that's gonna be a good series or not.
The Pacers, I like them, but they be sometimey.
I went and seen them play, and Giannis put up 60, and they still lost. So I'm not like they couldn't beat the Pacers with a healthy Giannis in the play-in or nothing. So I don't really, I don't see this playing out very well for the Bucks. And I think people were intentionally trying to get in position to play the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. But and
I
then
think, okay, I want to ask you a question. Do you think New York messed up? You think they should have won that game yesterday afternoon to get the 2 seed, or do you think they should have just stayed at 3 and played Milwaukee?
New York is the 2 seed.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
New York the 2 seed.
Okay, this is what I mean. Milwaukee's the 3 seed, and they got the Pacers in the first round.
Right.
But if New York doesn't win, they don't got to see Philly in the first round.
Right. They
can play the Pacers in the first. Do you think they messed up getting that 2 seed? Was getting 2 seed the right thing to do?
Well, it's always best to get the best seed. You know what I'm saying?
But what about the best matchup? Do it matter is New York gonna make it out of round 1 against Philly though? That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Exactly. Would they have beat the Pacers? Is my question.
I don't think they would have beat the Pacers either.
Oh, you don't think they beat the Pacers either?
No.
Wow. So you just don't believe in New York, then? They just.
I like Jalen Brunson, the Brunson burner, but as far as the whole team as a whole, I don't like them against the 76ers, and I don't like them against the Pacers.
Oh man.
So.
Okay. So you think they get bounced either way?
Yeah.
I don't believe. I mean, because Halliburton ain't 100% either. I'd much rather. He already don't play no defense, and now he can't play no defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm New York, I'd rather just take my chances with being the 3 seed, because you'd have to play the 2 seed. They're gonna have to play each other in the conference finals, not the conference finals, but in the second round anyway. If it comes to that, so you might as well just make your first round match as easy as possible. And to win a championship, the Knicks would have to beat Philly, the Bucks, maybe the Pacers. But if you just go through the seeding, it looks like Philly, Bucks, Celtics. Let's just say OKC, because I'm just saying the seeding.
Okay.
That's crazy. They can't do that.
Right.
They can't do that. They cannot win all those series.
That's a gauntlet right there.
Yeah, that's just that's death row, and I don't like it. I'd much rather my road be Pacers, Knicks, Celtics, OKC. That's a much better. That's a much that incline is a lot less steep, or it's a it's a lot. You get a gradual build up. That's what I'm saying. You get a gradual build up there.
Do you think that the Bucks is gonna be able to come out of the first round?
I don't. But I was just using the seeding for my theory.
Okay.
Just for how the matchups play out. I don't, because if they had a healthy Giannis, then yes, I think they could beat the Pacers, because they don't allow all this running gun in the playoffs, and and it's a lot more physical in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
it's more of a half court game.
Game is running gun, and I don't think that works in April and at the end of April, May, and June. You know, that's why Phoenix never won.
Mm-hmm.
So
plus
I just don't think. Go ahead.
Plus, it's a half court game during the playoffs.
And I'd rather give me Giannis and Dame.
I think the teams that got the best defense is going to do the best in the playoffs, because, like I said, it's a half-court game. It's not a whole lot of up and down. I score, you score. You know, you got to get stops, and then you gotta put string together buckets.
Right.
And that'll get you to the next series.
Right. Right. Yeah. Even though Denver did not have the best defense, so it ain't always about being the best defensive team. You gotta be adequate though.
You gotta have the best defensive team at that time. Maybe not in the whole league, but in that game, you gotta have the best defense. Your defense gotta be better than the other team's defense.
I just think it's gotta be some kind of balance there. Just some kind of balance, because usually the best defensive team doesn't win a championship. Of course, I got a plane flying over me. But usually the best defensive team doesn't win a championship. But I guarantee you, they're typically in that top 10 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty tough for a team outside of that to get timely stops. Because you can't solely rely on your offense in the postseason.
Right. Okay, but in the East, I like that the Bucks Pacers matchup. I like the 76ers Heat matchup, and then I like the 76ers Knicks. I think those is gonna be the best series in the East. And in the West, Warriors Kings, I like that matchup. The Clippers and the Mavericks, that's a good series. The Timberwolves and the Suns, that's gonna be a good matchup. And then if your Lakers win, the Nuggets and the Lakers, that's gonna be a good matchup right there.
Lakers don't want that smoke, man. They don't want that smoke. They already know how that's gonna go. I already know how that's gonna go. They don't want that smoke, but there it is. I mean, they played them. They struggled all year, and now they got to reap the seeds they sowed.
Right. So. Hey, shit, I like that one. So.
Oh, but you know what though?
What's that?
I feel like the Lakers might tank. I feel like they might tank this game. I feel like I know I picked the Lakers to beat the Pelicans, but I think this, much like how I said, the Knicks probably should have lost. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Lakers should lose so they can play
the Warriors.
For the 8th seed.
So they can play the Warriors.
Not play for the 7th seed. Yes. Mm-hmm. I think they much rather match up against OKC than match up against Denver.
But they would have to get past the Warriors, and the Warriors just smacked them around 3 out of the 4 games this year.
But the Warriors aren't the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So you take your chances. It's one game, and all they got to do is win one game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all they got to do is win. All they got to do is beat the Warriors one time.
Yeah.
And I think, and oh man, could you imagine the ratings for that game? I think that'd be like a conference finals rating, man, at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
And that's the play-in. That'll be the play-in.
The play-in. Yeah, the play-in.
I don't really like that scenario, though.
Yeah, I don't like that scenario either, because that's a scenario where you don't get the Lakers and the Warriors in the postseason. But But that ain't the Lakers' job to worry about that. That's the league job. You know, that's for the NBA to worry about. You know,
Right.
they should have fixed a couple games or something. You know, they didn't want the Lakers playing the Warriors. You know, they should have called a couple more whistles or something. But you know, this is what it is.
Right.
Or they should have let Draymond come back a little sooner. Maybe I don't know. You know,
Right.
maybe he left. He stayed out a week too long. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is the bed they made. So I don't know. I feel like the Lakers would have a possibility of a longer postseason run where they could possibly make the Western Conference Finals again.
Negative.
And then get beat by the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, you know, because would they have to play Dallas or the Clippers? Yeah, I think they can beat Dallas or the Clippers if they get them with the 1 seed. If they not get the 1 seed, but if they beat the 1 seed, which is OKC.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could. If they could beat OKC, they could definitely beat the Clippers or the Mavs.
Okay.
But they can't beat the Nuggets.
What series are you anticipating watching in the East or the West? Like what series East that you like? Yeah.
In the East, of course, Knicks Philly. Of course, Knicks Philly.
Right.
Knicks Philly's gonna be fun. Boston Milwaukee has a possibility of being fun. It depends on how good Giannis looks. And
who you say?
And
the
Pacers?
Pacers?
How many games he misses. I don't know if he's even gonna be ready to play game 1 or 2.
Right. You said Boston and the Bucks. You mean the Pacers and the Bucks?
Pacers Bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Pacers Bucks. Yeah, I'm not interested in. Oh well, actually, the Heat Celtics would be really entertaining. It would be really. They took them out last year. They took them out the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah. If
or not the last 2 years. I guess they lost in the finals 2 years ago. But yeah, man, I think
you've been rocking with the Cavaliers. I mean, with the Magic all season.
Yeah, Magic and Cavs, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's gonna be. But that's gonna be the NBA TV special though. So I don't think it's gonna be a lot of eyeballs on that series. I think that's gonna be the game that's gonna, you know, the bastard child that's gonna get sent to NBA TV, and I'll probably check in on it here and there. Like, as much as I like what the Magic are doing, I don't really know how entertaining it'll be to watch.
Banchero and Franz?
Yeah, why not? I mean, they got some of the best defenders in the league, and I think all, you know, the Cavs are, you know, as far as offense goes, is Mitchell and Garland. And so I think they got a good team to counter that.
Okay.
So I like the Magic in that series.
All right.
So did I just list every series? I think I'm just listing every series in the East.
Yeah. What about in the West? What you like in the West? What series you really want to see?
I mean, I would really want to see. Honestly, I want to see whoever OKC plays. Could be the Lakers, could be the Warriors. If it's the Pelicans, maybe I don't really care about that. But I still watch it because those are younger teams, and you know, just kind of see how they move in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then who's the two? The Denver Nuggets and the Lakers. If it's Denver and the Lakers, of course I'm watching that.
Right.
Denver and the Pelicans. I don't know that I really care about that. I feel like that's kind of a foregone conclusion. That might be a, you know, round after 4 games. They, you know,
sweepage.
Yeah, they might not lose a game to the Pelicans. Okay. So depending on how that falls, Lakers I'm interested. Pelicans I'm not.
Okay.
The 3-6 is who's the 3? Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah, definitely. The Timberwolves and the Suns.
Timberwolves and Phoenix. I want to see all of those games. They probably all start at 9 p.m., which are 9 or 7:30.
No. Well, the Pelicans game started like 7 or 7:30, something like that.
But I think the
The other ones are gonna
the
start.
that Minnesota Phoenix time zone, the games will start after 9.
Yeah.
Either they're starting at 9 or at 10:30.
Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I hate about the West.
But it's always tough for the late games, us being on the Eastern time zone.
Yeah. Well, I'd be tired trying to watch them games going to work.
Yeah. You mess around, be late for work, get fired.
No, I don't be late. I just be tired at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, and then kind of have to catch the highlights. Wake up and catch the highlights because it just ain't worth staying up and ruining your whole the next day because you didn't get your sleep.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be an exciting playoffs. Definitely can't wait for the playoffs to start and the play-in to start.
Yeah.
Because it's a real balanced year, and honestly, I could see 4 or 5 teams winning it, and you can't say that every year.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it, man. I can't wait for everything to unfold.
Yeah, me too. Well, is there anything else you got?
I don't think we talked about our defensive player of the year back when we was doing our sports fit awards, man. Who you got for defensive player of the year? You going Rudy? You going Wendy?
Man, to be truthful, I ain't really thought about defensive player of the year.
Okay.
But I know who you got.
I got Wendy, man.
I know.
I got Wendy.
I know.
Wendy averaged a whole block more a game than Rudy. Wendy's got more blocks this year than Rudy's had in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so let that sink in. And then that's not even talking about steals. Like, so, and watching Victor Wembanyama, it was a clip last week where it was like a 3-on-1 fast break, and then and Wendy was back there, and the guy just hit a U-turn, hit a U. Like, nah, you know what? I'm good. They challenging Rudy. Wendy. They're like, you know what? Nah, I'm cool. So I don't see a whole bunch of people doing that to Rudy. Like they be trying to dunk on him and put a highlight on him, but they don't do that so much with Wendy. And if they do that, try to do that with Wendy, they pulling his arm down or pushing off. They looking to get an advantage on one against him.
Right.
But yeah, man, I think he's just a generational defensive player, and I think that he's been the best. He's the guy that they're most afraid of, and he just stopped, 2-time MVP on a game that they really had to win, and they couldn't win, because Wendy was a factor on the defensive end to go along with what he could do on offense. So I just think he's the even though they didn't win the games, I think he was still the best defender in the league.
Okay. All right. Well, commercial break me. One time for the one time.
Yes, sir.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share these shows with other people. If there's anything that I said that y'all don't like, put a comment in the comment section. Let me know. Talk to me. I'll talk back, and we can have a whole little conversation. And I will go back and forth with you. I will. I promise you I will.
He gonna go back and forth with me, but he gonna go back and forth with y'all.
Right. But you ain't got nothing else to say, man?
That's it, man. I think I'm just ready for the bell to chime. I'm ready for round 1.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. And I ain't finna go back and forth with you. Nah, I ain't finna do it. Ain't gonna do it. And this is what we do when we throw. Peace.
Yeah, it's jumping. I'm always into something. Yeah, that shit jumping. Yeah, that shit jumping like yeah, that shit jumping. I'm always into something. Yeah, that shit jumping. Yeah, it's jumping like it's jumping.